Hey there, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 20th through the 26th. We are hot in the middle of that new moon energy. The new moon happened at 2:06 a.m. Eastern Time Zone in the U.S. on Monday. So it depends on where you are. There is a time zone calculator in the description box below if you'd like to know when it is happening for you. It is happening at 1 degree and 22 minutes. It is a portal. It is a major opening. I did new moon videos on that, so I will cover all that for you. I'll post it. I'll put it, link it here at the end of this video. But let's look at how that opens up this portal into this week and how you step into the path. And so really some interesting energy here coming through for you. I love yours. It looks very healing. And so once again, the long-awaited change card taking a lot of prominence in these readings. And so Gemini, there is a major change that is happening. This new moon is carrying with it a lot of energy for the next 3 years. And so the change is beginning, okay? Here in the heart space, the key to the situation, there is information coming in, and I do believe it's coming in through your heart. Okay, so this is information that you've been waiting for a long time. It's so funny because it looked like last time I saw this, it looked like it was under the water, but here it doesn't because we have birds in the air. And so it's almost as though this message is washed up onto shore, and is waiting for you to open it. And so there is a message deep in your heart that it's time for you to check in and see what it is. And this new moon energy in Pisces is a really good time to do that. And so really getting into that energy, you might find that very beneficial. You're going to transform this situation by movement. There is a need for you to move. You have been wondering how to transform, right? We've got this card of transformation up here and where you've been seeking knowledge, but what's been holding you back is this energy around healing. And could you explain this challenge to me? You have this, it's a challenging energy that you have going on here, but I think the challenge is to set yourself free. Okay. You're feeling the pressure. The message, you have the information you need. You just haven't uncorked the bottle. You haven't uncorked the bottle yet. So you've invested a lot of time and energy into something, whether it is a job, a relationship. Gosh, I don't know. It feels could be a job. Feels more like a relationship, though, I have to say. But if you've been in a job for a long time and you've developed a lot of relationships, there's something around this, but it feels more like it's around family dynamics. So there's this healing energy that's been the challenge, right? And so here we have the challenge showing up with this energy on Monday and Tuesday with this new moon. You're feeling the challenge to make a change. I really feel like you know that. And the thing is it's the stories. The stories are what's draining your energy. So either it's the story you told yourself and that this is going to be the perfect relationship and I have this dream and this is going to fulfill all that. Or it's the stories of when you were a small child and you were told you weren't capable, you weren't good enough or whatever. The negative self-talk that keeps coming out of your own mouth. It's the hurts of the past and you keep speaking of these things in your mind or to other people. Every time we repeat a negative story to somebody, that energy is fresh and new. And every time we give an empowering story of ourselves and our successes, that energy is also renewed. And so there is magic in the words you speak. It creates the atmosphere in which your body is sitting. Your body is always listening to what you say. And so when you speak about the negative and the lower vibrational things, it hears that. And so it keeps making those things happen. And they may not make it in the same relationship, okay? So I always get stuck in these stupid relationships, blah, blah, blah. Well, your body goes, oh, okay, so we're always going to get stuck in those relationships. What happens is that if we've had a difficult, challenging relationship, when we pause and we take that breath and we really go into our heart and we say, what was the lesson that I learned? I am stronger and wiser because now I know this. And so in the future, I will know this because there's this need to be very clever. We have the fox here. And the fox asks you to strategize, to be clever, to be aware, and to take care of meeting your needs. And so what is it that you need? Whether this is financial or not. Now, for some of you, this is definitely about a relationship. For some of you, you do not like where you live. Like, and this could be a family decision. Like, we don't like living here anymore. Or a job change has come and it's time to move. Because in the area of resources, we have the home. Right? The home is our castle. We have the home. And this is a very business kind of oriented energy here. So for some of you, it is important that you decide to make the move. Because in the area of how you transform the situation, we have the rider. And the rider says it's time to get moving. But this is a seahorse, and so he moves in flow, and he's also very balanced, right? The masculine energy of the seahorse is the one that raises the young. And so there is this energy around being very balanced in your moving forward. It's kind of like gliding and being in flow. You have a real opportunity to glide forward and be in flow. You have the energy of the dog of loyalty. Here it's a seahorse. I'm sorry, a sea lion or a seal. It's a seal. It's playful energy in the heart space. And so, and the card of happiness to anchor into. So this is a week where this change is going to bring you the joy and the healing that you're seeking, but this transformative energy, which is in kind of in the energy that's moving away. And so I think you're already in process of deciding this situation doesn't work and it is time to move forward. But the key here is this information in your heart. What do you really want to do? What do you want to bring forward? And so the challenge has been to allow yourself to feel the freedom, but I think this new moon inspires you to want to set yourself free, to really get yourself moving. So there is some really sweet energy that happens. We do have Aries. Venus moving into Aries, and Venus is always, Aries is that energy of choice and decision making. And Venus, even though she's not really thrilled to be in Aries, she does bring, though, this idea that your values are important and it's time to take action on them. And so I think that helps work with you on this. And then the sun on Wednesday, the moon on Wednesday also moves into Aries, and so it's going to conjunct with Venus, and it's going to conjunct with Jupiter, and it's going to really want to help you to expand this energy. It's going to conjunct with Chiron, that healing energy of, okay, I'm ready to go. And so there's some really great career and success and upbeat energy that we get Wednesday and Thursday because of this. You have the card of impermanence. There is a change that's happening, and it's important for you to release and let go and allow yourself to move forward. This change is happening. It's happening. You can feel it, right? And I think you're ready for it. So life is always changing. I drift easily through those changes. That is what the seahorse is saying, to allow yourself to flow with the changes. And at the same time, the fox says, but pay attention, right? Pay attention to some of those details. Be a little strategic about it. As I drift through the hard times, I can take comfort in knowing that I leave them behind, right? I'm leaving behind the old stories, the old feeling of not being good enough, or I wish I would have, whatever. Don't repeat the stories. Let those go and only focus on where you are right now. What are you doing right now that empowers you? That's really key. The only place you have any power is in this moment. You can't change the past. You learn from it and you apply the lessons now. And the fox is always about applying the lessons. It's very strategic, right? The fox learns, oh, I can't do that, so I won't do that again. That's what you're being asked to do. Apply the lessons. So the impermanence here. The impermanence says, as I drift away from the good times, I can take comfort in knowing that more will come my way. Impermanence is an equal opportunity non-entity. You are moving toward anchoring your energy into the happiness. Choose the joy in your heart. Be loyal to the joy. I want to say be loyal to the joy, and knowing that you can create, no matter where you are, you create your home. You create your home through your energy. And do you want your home to feel filled with joy and happiness? then that comes from your energy and the choices and the decisions that you make in the now moment. It's not about having all the toys, and it's not about having, you know, all of the things. It's about, what do you feel in your heart? That's where home is. And so you have here the card of strength and gratitude. You're the card of strength and gratitude. So having the strength to support those around you, but holding your energy to yourself, right? Making sure you're taken care of. Put your oxygen mask on first, right? And then you can support others. But the gratitude, this flowers, right? This gratitude. You can choose to be happy by counting your blessings. Or you can choose to be miserable by counting what you consider to be failing, which was just lessons along the way. They're actually gifts. And it's a paradigm shift to get there. But you're being invited into that this week, especially when that moon on Friday gets into that really super productive energy of Taurus. And it carries you through the weekend. And I think you might be really motivated on Saturday to clear some space, clean out some things, especially it looks like there's some kind of a move coming up here, right? A transition. So you're moving out of some sort of a circumstance into another, whether it's a job change, an attitude change. You know, I mean, it could be that you're finally moving on from a relationship and you throw out that old sweater that belonged to your partner. You know, anything like that. There's this need to kind of clear some space for new energy to come in. Invite in the new energy. There's a lot of freedom here, and the challenge is, will you set yourself free? Will you set yourself free? And then the moon gets into Gemini for Sunday. We'll cover more of that next week, but I mean, that is some really chatty, fun, upbeat energy. I think it's a great weekend ahead. So I hope you guys find this helpful. If you do, please leave me a comment and let me know. Hit the thumbs up. I will put your new moon video right here. And you can catch me on Facebook every day. You guys take great care, and I'll talk to you soon.